Hey you guys, it's your girl Monet and I'm back with another video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I dye my 1B bundles in a closure to red. I'm going to bleach them and then use some Adore dye. The closure I'm going to hand paint, and the bundles I am probably going to do the watercolor method. I am not 100% sure yet, but yeah. So here's the closure. I'm going to be bleaching and dyeing 4 bundles, a 30, 28, 26, and 24. So yeah, keep watching if you want to see how I get these 1B bundles to red. Okay, so I am mixing the developer with the powder. I used a 30 volume with the powder. You want to get it thick enough, not too loose but not too thick. The thicker you make it, the faster it will turn. Okay, so if you order hair from me, I would recommend you either request that I bleach the hair for you, or I would just recommend you use a 10 volume developer or a 20. Okay, this was my first time bleaching the hair, and as you can see, the hair is turning super fast. Like, before I could even coat all of the whole bundle, the bottom half of the hair was already turning. So I would recommend you use a lower volume. I would say 10, because that way if you bleach it and then it's still not as light as you want it, you can go in and do it again. But yeah. So the key to getting a really even bleach hair bundle or wig or whatever you are bleaching, to get a really even color, you want to make sure that you really saturate the hair with the bleach. Because if you don't get every strand and you don't saturate it really good, then you're going to have patches, or you're just going to have like some parts that are lighter than others. So yeah, you want to make sure you really get the hair really wet. Okay, so this is a closure that I had recently bleached, and as you can see, it's pretty evenly bleached because I made sure that I really saturated it very well. Because I am gonna dye it, I'm not gonna really worry too much about toning the color too much. I did go and put some shimmer lights on the knots of the closure, but that was pretty much it. As you can see, I would not recommend using the shampoo and conditioner that I used in this video. I honestly just used what I had in the house at the time, but I would recommend that you use, I'm trying to think, what is it called? It starts with a T. I don't remember the name of it, but I just used what I actually used on my natural hair at the time, because this was a custom order and I just needed to get it done. So yeah, you want to make sure that you really wash it really good. You want to make sure you get all of the bleach out. And then I was just going through, looking at the knots, making sure everything turned, and it did. So yeah. So here I am just detangling, getting it ready to dry. I did let it air dry. And then that's how much shedding that I had got. Just a little bit. Of course, there was some shedding because I did bleach the knots. And with any frontal closure, if you bleach the knots on it, you're going to have a little bit of shedding. So yeah. Now I am hand painting the roots red. I did end up eventually doing the watercolor method on this closure too. I think I ended up just dipping the whole thing in. Good thing though, it did not tint the lace. I was a little worried about it tinting the lace, but it did not, so I didn't have that problem. But yeah, so this is just how I did the roots before I went in and decided, screw it, I'm just gonna dip the whole closure in. Okay, so here I am just making sure the water is hot enough. As you can see the steam a little bit. The water that comes out of our sink is like extremely hot. If you don't pay attention, you will burn yourself. But that is the color hair dye that I use. I want to say that was Intense Red. And here I am just pouring the dye into the bowl. This is the bowl that I use to wash all my bundles or dye them. I use this bowl for everything. Okay, so here I am now getting ready to dip the closure. And then I just did the rest of the bundles the same way. Towards the end of the video, I think my phone died or I ran out of memory. So at the end, I will insert a picture of how the hair turned out. And then also, if you are interested in purchasing hair from me, I am doing a sale right now. So I will also enter a picture of the price list. The price list does have the sale prices on there. And then the link to my website will be in the description below. So hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so we are getting to the end where my phone does shut off and it stopped recording. So I just wanted to say, comment, subscribe if you have not already, and I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.